Why are prayers not answered? Hey guys, it's John here on the back deck enjoying a beautiful mug of coffee. I hope you're enjoying your day and having a great time enjoying your coffee or tea or whatever beverage of your choice it is. Why are my prayers not answered, John? John, tell me, why are my prayers not answered? The question itself has the answer. Why are my prayers not answered? Is the belief that your prayers aren't being answered. People start to pray and they don't understand the way they're praying. You know, there's an old joke, and I've told this joke on the channel before, but I'm going to tell it again because it makes a perfect point. It's the Catholic man goes to church and he sits in the front pew and he's always there on time. He's always there in place, and he puts his hands together and says, "Dear God, please let me win the lottery." And the week goes by and he doesn't win. The next week he comes back and says, "Dear God, I've been a good Catholic my whole life. When my wife got sick, I didn't lose the faith. I stayed with the faith, and please just let me win the lottery." The week goes by and doesn't win the lottery. Next week he comes in and says, "Dear God, I've been a good Catholic my whole life." He said, when my wife got sick, I didn't lose faith. When she died, I still held true to my Catholic faith. Please just let me win the lottery." Suddenly this voice comes down from heaven and says, "Bob, do me a favor, meet me halfway and buy a ticket." The thing is, if Bob believed he was going to win the lottery, he would have bought a ticket. Bob didn't believe that it was actually happening. Prayers do not create, belief creates. Prayers are just words that come out of your mouth, or beliefs or thoughts that come out of your head, but the belief is what creates. When you pray, believe you shall receive, and you shall. Most people who pray don't believe it's happening now. It's coming into my life. Why have I been so good at creating things into my life? Because I believe that I get what I ask for. I simply believe it. Prayers don't get answered because we don't believe they're happening. It's just like the word affirmation. To affirm. What does affirm mean? It means I'm shoring something up I have no confidence in. Why would you need to affirm it if you believed it? Affirmation, prayer, they're just words coming out of your mouth that have no meaning unless you put belief behind them. Affirmations become successful when they transfer from being affirmations to being belief. Prayer works when they transfer from being prayer to belief. Belief is what creates our experience. What you think you become, you create your world. I think I'm receiving. You are the culmination of your thought. My beautiful house is a product of my belief. You know, as a man thinketh, so is he. I walk through life and people smile at me because I think loving thoughts. That's a creation. That's a belief. I traveled through Egypt and was treated like a prince everywhere I went because that's what I believe. That I was there to love and enjoy the country and have a wonderful time. I treat everyone with respect equally. And then I ran into the other guy who was an absolute jerk and was having a terrible experience in Egypt. But he was an absolute jerk. And that's what he believed, that he was, as a Christian in a Muslim country, he was ready to fight Muslims. And so that's where his belief was. So I didn't talk religion at all. I just loved the people. And I got that response because I believed that. Prayer only works when belief is associated with it. Prayer only works when we choose to say, yes, I am receiving it. It is happening. And when you look at it from the perspective of, why haven't my prayers worked? That is the absolute belief that your prayer hasn't worked. Right? That means you never got to the place of belief. I bypass the process of prayer. I bypass the process of affirmation. I literally treat my world like it's my personal Amazon.com. I just put my order in. I don't care how it gets to my house. It just shows up because I believe it will show up. And that is the key to this, is you stepping into your personal belief that is happening now. Nothing happens in the future. Nothing happens in the past. Everything is present moment. Whatever you ask in God's name is granted if you have faith. God's name is I am, according to Moses. It's I am. Amen means so be it. It's right here, right now. It's done. You say your prayer, you end with amen, but you don't believe that amen. You don't believe that right here, right now, it's done. You don't have the faith that is happening in that moment. And so your prayer isn't answered because it's not the prayer, it's the belief. When you come back to the space of realizing that I can simply believe it is happening, and it does, and then you believe it's happening and it doesn't happen fast enough, and so finally you say, well, this isn't working. That's the belief it's not working. And you've just stopped any creation in your life that's possible. It's a matter of managing belief, not managing words, methods, modalities, techniques, prayer, affirmation. It's not about managing those. It's about managing your belief. What do you believe about what you're asking for in the now? And if you can manage that belief to believe it is happening now, then it will happen now. And that's the important part of this. I'm very lucky. Most of my manifestations start to begin to show themselves within 2 hours. And why is that? Because I've been doing this a while, and I know, I believe I get what I ask for. I do believe I get what I ask for. And it's really up to you to come to the place of developing that kind of faith and belief so that your prayers will work. And that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.